A farmer in Bhutan, Hasta Dital, saw his neighbors arrested after the government began expelling ethnic Nepalese. When the army came to his house, Dital escaped through a rear window. Man Chetri remembers celebrating festivals in her small village. After she fled to a refugee camp in Nepal, she made extra money to support her family by weaving traditional Nepali hats like Hasta Dital's. Suk Bhattarai was a successful businessman. When all of his partners were arrested and one was killed by the Bhutanese army, Bhattarai left the country, giving up all his assets. Each portrait in the Ohio History Center is accompanied by a personal story. As documentary photographer Tariq Tare captured the images, his partner interviewed the subjects and wrote the narratives.
I wanted to highlight their struggles from their homeland in Bhutan, their journey through Nepal in the refugee camp, and them coming to central Ohio, building their lives back, contributing to society, and making Ohio a vibrant place.
The 20 portraits represent 23,000 Bhutanese-Nepali refugees living in central Ohio.
These Bhutanese-Nepali neighbors, they're changing the way that Ohio looks, and there are new businesses. They're now part of Ohio, they're part of Ohio's story, and as the History Center, we find it really important to make sure that we're sharing their stories.
Since 2008, more than 92,000 refugees living in Nepal have been resettled in the U.S. The exhibit enlightens visitors like longtime Columbus resident Jim Gutekunst.
I didn't know their struggle, but I'll read each page that I see just to educate myself, to understand their struggle.
For the refugees, the exhibit is more meaningful.
Everywhere we go, we lose our history. If you go back to Bhutan and just try to find out anything, I doubt there is anything. We stayed in Nepal 20 years as refugees. You hardly find anything archived. It stays as a history so that our children, generation can come see and read about their parents or their grandparents' experience. So I feel very proud of this.
Tara Dungana, who owns a local restaurant, says he tries not to miss Bhutan where he grew up, but would prefer to respect the country that welcomed him. For producer June So, I'm Carol Pearson, VOA News, Columbus, Ohio.